Hello everyone and welcome to this Selenium Python framework series. In this particular session, we will implement our first test, which is the login test. So let's begin. In our previous session, we have implemented the login page object and it has all the locators we needed. It has the page which we need to navigate. Now what we will do is that we need to implement the login test from this login page object. Now, if I go to this conftest.py, so this has a driver. So we have driver, we have a login page object. Now inside this test folder, we will create our test. So right click on this one, go to new, go to Python file, and you should start the name with the test because we are using the pytest. Pytest will recognize the test when it starts with the test keyword. So test underscore login and press enter. Now from the page object, we need to create our test. So we need to import that one first. So from, and that's inside the pages. So from pages dot login underscore page, and we need to import the login page class. Now once we have this one, what we need to do is that we need to create a function, and again the function name should start with the test because we are using the pytest, and this function will call these page objects in order to run those scripts. So def test underscore login, and now in order to execute the test, so basically we need a driver, and that driver is configured here as a fixture in this particular file, which is conftest file, right? So this is the file where we have this one. So simply in the test underscore login, what we need to do is that we need to pass our driver, and here what we need is that we need to create an object. So login is equals to login page, and here we need to pass a driver. And once we have this one, now we will be able to call those functions which are written in the page object file. So if I go to this login page object file here, so we have this load function, we have this login function, and this login function needs a username and the password, right? So simply what we'll do is that just go back here. So first thing is that we need to load the application. So using this one login dot, now you see that we are getting those function parameters, everything, here, and we have this load method from this particular page object. Let me show you again. Login dot and load, and this load is coming from login page, and this login page is basically a login page object, right? So we just need to call here. I'm not locating an element over here, I'm not performing an action, so simply I am calling the functions from the page object, right? So this will actually open the application. Now what I need to do is that I need to log into the application. So login dot, so we have this login method, and here we need to provide the username, and you see that it needs a username and then it needs a password, right? And if I go to secret sauce, the demo website, which is here, we have written the information. So we need to go there, and from there we need to copy the username and password, and we need to provide those here in this particular method. So let's go to the browser over here, and this is our username, standard underscore user, and the password is secret sauce. Now let's go back to the pajama and provide these values. So the user is basically a standard underscore user. So standard underscore user, and the password is basically a secret underscore source, secret underscore source. Now we have just load the application. We have provided the username password, and this will actually log into the application. However, as the automation tester, what we need to do is that we need to do the assertions. We need to do the verifications. Now, as of today, we haven't done the page update for the inventory page or the other pages, because after login, another page will load, an inventory page will be loaded. So I need a page update from those so that I can assert the value, right? So in our upcoming tutorials, I will implement the inventory page, and after implementing the inventory page, then we'll come back to this particular test, and then again what we will do is that we'll import the pages. For example, pages dot inventory page, import the inventory class, and then we will do some assertion over here. Right now, just to give an idea, what we do is that assert keyword is used to assert the values. If you don't have a knowledge about the pytest, I would recommend you to just go to their official website so that you can develop an understanding for this one. And here you see that in order to execute it, we need to provide pytest. And here, if you see that the test name starts with the test, right? So, and also what you can do is that you can go to my channel, and I have a complete playlist around this pytest, so you can refer that one as well. But also you can refer this one. There are how to guides here, get started, how to guides, explanations. So everything is available. So how you can install using this command. Then here you have create your first test, then how you can run this test. So you will see how and everything regarding to this pytest. And here run multiple tests. So pytest will run all the files, the form test underscore static. So test underscore static means it will pick all the test files in that current directory and its subdirectories, right? So let's go back to the PyCharm and just provide this command and see what happens. So provide the pytest over here and just press enter. You see that one test got selected and execution was very fast and the test got passed. So it's actually open the browser, navigated to source tab, name a website, provide a username, and click on the login. So in our upcoming sessions, what we'll do is that we will write the page update for the inventory page, then the test case for the checkout process. And here in this particular login test, we haven't yet done the assertion, which is really important, but assertion needs to be done after login. So actually we need to ensure that login is successful. So it should redirect to the inventory page. So once we have the page update for the inventory page, we will do a assertion over here, right? And then we will do the checkout test case at the end.